All right, I'm not sure how loud the background noise is here because I hear all the background things running. But I had to stop over here at this Walmart because it's the day that I'm quitting the route for sure, for good. I already quit. I saw Rob and all that stuff. And, you know, this is the spot that I was sitting at Walmart when the experience happened. Same spot. In fact, I backed in the same way I used to with old Bessie. And now I have Izzy, which I look at it like this. You know, I'm walking away from the workforce, period. I'm not going to slave away for paper, doing something I don't want to do so that other people can tell me that to be part of a society, you got to work a job, even if it's just something that is not even sensible, you know? So anyway, I stopped over at Sheetz to get I got one of these Monster salted caramels because I tried them out and I liked them, and I feel bad. I'm not going to contribute to that anymore. This is the last thing I'm buying from a store. That's what kind of sacrifice I'm making. You don't have to do it, whatever. You may think I'm silly, you may think I'm stupid, because what people will do is they'll look for the personal flaws in me as a character, as a human being, as the way I look, how I sound, something they don't like about me, in order to be like, he can't be right. Or else, even if he's right, I don't like that about him, so I'm not going to listen. But here's the thing. I had to come here, and I stopped at Sheetz, because it was also the place that I used to work, and I wanted to see if anyone there that I've seen for the last few years was there. And this dude, Jordan, who I thought worked third shift, was already there. And I was like, hey, I went back and I was like, hey, I wanted to tell you guys I'm done doing the route, and I wish you guys the best. And they're like, why are you quitting? I'm like, well, because it just makes no sense. I could get deep into it, but you guys we've never really talked. I'm like, we never had time, and I know you're working. They're all rushing up and down the line making like hot dogs and stuff. And I'm like, I could help you guys a lot more than you think. I'm like, just watch my videos and it'll help you. And the guy goes, yeah, help us. And I'm like, well, the truth is, man, I really can help you, but you're young and you think that you know everything, because that's the way everyone is. Everyone does know everything about their life. How could you not? But then I was like, the one word of the wise, stop selling dead animals and stop slaving your life away for paper. That's as simple as I can put it. And when I saw Rob today, he's like, Dano, you told me you were gonna stay until June 9th or 10th. And I was like, well, Rob, I was. But then I saw somebody today, and she was rude to me first thing, and I've never even talked to her, and she was rude to me without even saying hello, without anything. And the fact was, the spot that she had open wasn't available when the last time I had checked it, and I haven't even been here until now. So her being rude was uncalled for, and the customer is not always right. And if we work at a place where it says, well, you know how customers are, you know how people are. I'm like, I know how people are. And I know how I am. And the truth is, when you're telling the truth and being honest, you have the right to say, hey, you're being rude to me, whether they're your customer or not, whether they're someone you're supposed to work with or not. It doesn't matter. Do not let people belittle you. Do not live in a world where you're told you just sit there quietly and let the wrong things happen. This is a world where we need to live in, where we stand up for ourselves. Not where we got to get in a fight with everybody. I will stand up and I will yell and I will hold my own. If somebody attacks me, I'll defend myself to the point where they're done, but I don't try to harm them. I try to stop them. And if they kill me, then so be it. Here's the way I look at it. When I leave this route, you know, I lose all the money that I may get. Oh no, no paper. I guess I'll move on. Okay, if they come and take this truck eventually, oh no, I'll walk. If I sit and I meditate and they come and they say, hey, you can't do that, you got to go out and work, I say, I'm not going to go out and work for the people that you slave away for. You're like a sent out soldier to go do the bidding of people who sit there and play chess with people's lives. And I won't allow that to happen, at least not to me. And I hope to affect everybody, even you. You're working for a place that you are doing a job, but the job you're doing is immoral, and you should stop doing it. And we need to work towards healing ourselves and the world around us. That's the truth. Whether people want to hear that or not, it's difficult. They're too busy. And when I said the thing about you should stop serving dead animals, they're like, but they're good. That's the kind of stupid stuff. I'm like, yeah, well, think about this, man. Imagine that the spirit or the living essence in the animal that you're eating or killing or cooking is you. Here's the truth. It is you. Anything living, when you die, you see. The reason people don't remember their past lives is because they see it and they ask to not remember because it's so scary they run away from the light. The light is what shows you. It's like the sun. Picture the sun being a big movie reel. And as you move into the movie reel, it shows you everything that movie has ever displayed. that has ever been displayed in its pixels. We are human. We are color managers. When you die, you go back to the light. The light is like that. It's almost like that. You may think it's me just making it up, but I know. I've done it. I've experienced it. Picture a projector. Picture yourself dying on the movie screen, our life. The sun is the projector. The screen is us. When you die, you go back to the projector. And on the way back to the projector, you start going through the astral realm, which is all the lives you've ever had. You think they're other people because at that point you're confused as shit. And then when you go farther, you see the creator in what it is. What it is has no form, but it has knowledge. And I can teach you. Now that's a deep shit for somebody to say. But for the rest of my life, that's all I have to do. To stand up for what's right, to not fight government, to not fight the dark occult or the world leaders or anything like that, but to stand up for what's right. If they kill me, so be it. If they come and take all the food that I have, I'll eat grass. If they take the grass, I guess I'll drink water. If they take all the water, I guess I'll breathe. If they choke me, I guess I'll gag. If they finish me off, I guess I'm done. This time. But I'm always here. I've always been here. And the weird thing is, when my body goes, I'll remember my consciousness because I remember what it feels like to be out of the body before I was him, before I was Dan. And that's the weird stuff to say. And I know how weird the stuff I'm saying sounds. But it's the truth. And I love you guys so much. As I love everything. I mean, my kids in this life I seem to love more because I'm more accustomed to them. I know them more. And I strive to be a good father and a good father figure for others to learn. That's why. And because it's true to my heart. Now, being this way for everyone is true to my heart. If that's wrong, sorry, you've got the wrong idea. That's the truth. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to meditate and I'm going to do a healing shamanic ritual for this Walmart. Because this Walmart, I've seen, like for instance, I've seen so many people that are miserable and unhappy first thing in the morning. And I've seen a person go from a short-haired boy to a tight pants-wearing, blonde-haired, big-boobed, now dyed pink hair girl named Trish. I mean, this kind of stuff happens because people don't know themselves and they're insecure and they just want to feel welcome. And sometimes people just distort themselves and people are like, oh, don't pick on nobody. I'm not picking on anybody. The person's awesome. In fact, I think he looks pretty or she looks pretty, whatever I should say. I mean, I'm not trying to put anyone down. It's just what we do. I mean, it's obvious. So now I'm going to finish this and then I'm going to totally detoxify by fasting for like 2 weeks. And then I'm going to teach people about the world, about the universe, about God, about what things really are. And that's a bold statement. But if you stay tuned and ride along, you will learn everything you've ever wanted to know about yourself and more. And that's a promise. I can promise that. People can try to shut me up, but I don't know why they would, because I'm here for them too. Truly. So, until next time, guys, I love you. Everyone from Bimbo, nothing against you. I wish you the best. But don't sell your life to bread. Don't do that to yourself. Think about it. Don't be afraid to step out and do something. This is the world we live in, Dano. He said, Dano, this is the world we live in. This is how we have to do it. You know, I feel like I brought these kids up. Now I helped them with their routes and they're doing well. I'm like, yeah, but they're doing well doing something that shouldn't be done. So you're still living in a system and you're so far into it that you're going to keep saying, well, this is what we have to do. I'm like, no, it's not. And then you say, well, yeah, but blah, blah, blah. Move a little farther back and say, well, that's just the structure that the world, and I'm like, it's not. It's the world that we let happen, and we have to stand up to change it. Each of us. I'll do it. That's all I can do now. And if anyone joins me, that sounds bold. I'm not trying to make anyone join me, but anyone do the right thing for yourself. You don't have to join me and do it. Just do it for yourself. Do it for your family. Do it for the future. The future, not just your future. Your kids' future, and everyone's future. The world will stay. You'll die and go away. So you can be as much of an asshole or an angel as you'd like. You're not going to stay forever. The world will go on. Existence will not stop. Trust me, I know. I've been there. I've been in the back. I've been to the future. And I can teach you about it. And that's all I'm going to do from now on. Peace.